Yo, what's up? I'm back on the grind, cuz lately I've been listening to a lot of Nip. And yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie because yeah, the guy was ahead of his time, man. And when I'm listening to his music, bro, the thoughts are contagious. The mindset is contagious. Yeah, bro. I listen to that kind of music now more often, yo, because it builds something. It plants a seed inside my mind. Now I'm having these subconscious dreams, the subconscious thoughts. I've been having it, things that people would call lucid dreaming. I've been seeing things, you know what I mean? I've been tasting, success, but it might be a side effect of listening to his music, you know what I mean? It might be something of a motivational um, soundtrack, but I'm back on my grind, cuz. I'm back on my grind. I'm back on my shit. You understand? And I'm not gonna lie, man. Me and him, we came from two different worlds. I see a lot of the things that he portrays. You know what I mean? All of the stories that he portrays, I see them, but I'm not part of them. You know what I mean? I'm watching from the sidelines. I'm just trying to make it happen. I'm like Black Sam. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find a better way to do it. I'm trying to find a better way to be a millionaire, to hit a million, to save to stack up. You know what I mean? To build myself. You know what I mean? Socially, spiritually, so physically. You know what I mean? Psychologically. You know what I mean? And yo, man, I'm not gonna lie, cause I remember I had a dream once. I had a I had a I had a vision, you know what I mean, of me owning different things like land, you know, restaurants, um, cryptocurrency, you know, and a lot of things on my mind that are now like floating back onto me. I don't know, maybe it's just another side effect of the music, but I feel like I feel like I can do more now, than I've been feeling for the past 2 years. You know what I mean? I feel like now I'm finally getting a purpose. I'm finally finding my purpose, my true purpose, and I pray, man. I pray. I really do. I pray and I hope that um, all the hard work that I'm putting in is gonna pay off, because it's gonna pay off before I die, or at least while I'm still alive. Because I'm not trying to pursue something that's gonna be remembered after I die, and not having it now when I'm still alive. You know what I mean? And that might be a great memory to have, but for now, bro, I just want the money, Joe. That's all that I'm after now. This money, you know, and and I pray to God. I pray to God, you know, that this hits home, you know, that this hits home, because it's not nice, bro. It's not in all honesty, living in the streets, bro, living in the hood, that's not that's not life, man. Especially where I'm from. And I know a lot of people might say that I'm like acting, so I'm pretending to be something I'm not. But at the end of the day, this is my life. And God, this is my life, and I'm not planning on changing my my way of doing things to please anybody else. You know, I've been trying to learn how things should be done in this world, and I I I'm not gonna lie. I failed myself a couple of times. I failed the tests a couple of times, and now I'm feeling like, okay, if there's people who made it by being themselves in this world, then why should I pretend, you know? Why should I act any different than what my soul, than what my core um, wants me or truly is, you know? No lying, no bullshit, no procrastination, just pure work. Any thought, if I have like a thought, then why waste time in why waste time before executing it? Why waste time before trying it out? You know what I mean? Now it's 2025, and I pray that this hits home by the time that by the time that I get rich. You know what I mean? But yo, bro, it's all up to God, you know, and hopefully I can make it. I can make it out and make good on my promises to my mother. And you know, make good on the promises to my mother and to my grandmother. May her soul rest in peace. Because I made a whole lot of promises back then when I was still in primary school, you know, that I couldn't fulfill, you know, back then because I was still a child. But now I have no excuses, you know. I have no excuses. I just have to execute on what I said. And I told my girl that, listen, I'm not gonna waste time. I'm just gonna be on my grind. And I don't want to be selfish, you know, towards her, you know, but I really want her to stay with me. But at the end of the day, she has her own life as well, you know what I mean? And if she chooses to pursue, you know, other relationships, then while I'm still on my grind, shit, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be mad at her, you know, because that's life. Is all about choice, you know. She chose me, you know. I chose her, you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, she must choose, you know, something that's gonna be. You see, she must choose. Well, at the end of the day, a person's true core, you know what I mean, chooses progress, you know, because everyone likes to see progress. Why would you want to stay at one place if there's no progress for you? You know what I mean? So again, I'm not gonna be mad at her if she chooses to go to someone else, you know. But yo, on some selfish type shit. I really want to have everything in more. I want to have everything I see, everything I think of. I want to have everything and more. And call it greedy, but this life is not easy, bro. It's not fair. But like Nip said, you know what I mean? When it comes to him, it's not. He won't say it's fair, but it's worth it, you know? And the struggle might not be nice, bro. And the struggle might not be nice because I've dealt with some nights where I've had to sleep, you know, on an empty stomach, you know, for a full week. Or I pretended to be fasting, you know what I mean? But I knew there wasn't food, you know, for straight 2 months or so, you know what I mean? And I've cried one time